Okay, so I'm back. Let me know if there's an echo. Need to wait till you come in. Let's see if there's an echo. Or if no, there's. I'm seeing the comments. Oh, there we go. Right. Is there an echo? Is there an echo? I might. He starts waiting. Is there an echo? Where is everybody? Is there an echo? They've all went to sleep. They're in the bed. Oh, there we go. Round two. No echo. Good, 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 good. I don't know what happened there. Do you know what it was? I was trying out two different cameras and I couldn't get it to go without echoing. So I unplugged the second camera. So hopefully no echo this time. So let's see if anybody else comes in. Oh, should have went and got a drink. I should have went and got a drink. Right, so anyway, no echo, so okay. So we'll just carry on. Right, okay, right, brilliant. So we'll carry on with question two. No echo. Thank you, Shirley. Thanks, Pamela. Right, so question two. Brilliant. So question two is let's get my slide up again. At the stream. Right, question two. Right. Question two. Significance potential change in New Zealand, 28th of well done, October, maybe linked to the UN. So, potential change. See, this is what I'm hearing just now from my sources, as in journalistic sources, that there's change coming to New Zealand. But I just want to ask Spirit, so I get your hopes up. But journalistically, that's what I'm hearing. So I've put it on. I put it on my Telegram to see because I don't know if it's legit or not. Okay. So anyway, but we'll ask Spirit anyway. Okay. Significant potential change comes to New Zealand the 28th October. It may be linked to the UN. So is there change coming? Is it for the good or is it for the bad? I'll move this over. Okay. Okay. So good or bad? Right, they're waiting for something. I feel as if it is about to change, but they're waiting for something coming out. This has got something to do with the military, but not the UN military. Right, there's powerful change coming. Powerful, okay? I feel as if freedoms are going to be restored, okay? I've not had it clarified, but that's what I'm hearing that as in. Now I'm hearing it for Spirit, but I'm hearing it from people that I know who are in the industry. Watch out for something else though as well, okay? Because watch they don't hide things and policies, okay? Definitely change coming. Change. Do you know what I'm hearing? The country's in safe hands now. It's in safe hands now. I think I got that during the live as well. It was like a rebirth of New Zealand. A rebirth of it. Which one's only one? Right, I feel as if there's unity coming back again, where people were torn apart. Now, the news that's coming out, I feel as if I've got. I think I should have linked these two questions, but there's another question further on in the slides where, yes, everything's coming out. More and more things are getting to be known, and it's going to, like you say. I mean, I'm the same. I'm wanting to say I told you so, but I've got to kind of button it. But families coming back together. Yep, definitely. Things are bubbling to the surface. I just want to get this. Significant potential change. I don't get this as being anything to do with the UN. Things that they tried to do is it's like bubbling to the surface. They're letting it out a bit at a time. Like say, yeah, she's feeling the heat. Oh, Miss Teeth. Somebody says that she's not married, so Miss Teeth is feeling the heat. She's feeling the heat. I'm hearing time heals. Time heals as well. I think I've got this before. Is it the South Island, the North Island? I'm asking Thomas. I don't know if it's the South Island or the South Island or the North Island. There's something going on, and those it might be the two of them. Okay, I feel as if there's a wind coming, and I feel as if I said that in the live. There's a wind coming, as in a big wind. Thank goodness. I feel as if there's a long-standing problem or it might be a long-standing case or something, but there's a win. Another thing I'm getting, there's space to do things. I've covered up this. I don't think you can say it anyway. Space to do things. Space. Is there wide open spaces in New Zealand where you can like breathe? Do you know what I'm feeling? Remember when I came in at first, and it was a case of New Zealand was practically, like say dark, and there was a chink of light. Well, now I'm seeing like that kind of thing. That was close. That was close. Definitely shifting energy. Shifting energy. I feel as if what I'm hearing is that the mandates and everything are going. This is what I'm hearing over here in Scotland, as in media wise, And I didn't want to say it until I kind of got it with spirit as well. I think it was Friday. Remember, I said that there was meetings going on, so I feel as if that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. But hopes have been dashed that often. Even here, that was it believe half of what you see and half of what you hear. But there is a shift in energy. There's been a shift in energy, but I feel as if there was a shift in energy a couple of months back, but there's been another big shift in energy as well. So that's what I'm seeing in that one. I don't think it's anything to do with the UN. I'm not even getting them coming in. Right, I get that, Thomas. Cards are choosing themselves. Thanks. Do you know what I'm hearing? The waters are running clean. The waters are running clear. I get that as information. Information's going to come out and it's going to be clear to people, as in, oh my goodness, what did they do? that kind of thing. I get, people running away, trying to save themselves, trying to, oh, I didn't know anything about this. I get that's going to be very, see the way they see us, it's going to be very rocky for a few politicians. I feel as if I'm here and you'll be able to get out in fresh air without, you know, definitely fresh air coming. So what I'm hearing, it'll be like fresh air fortnight. Whatever this is, there's people coming for her for what she did. Right, so we clarify. I didn't see the UN at all. I seen change for New Zealand, but I didn't see as in it being. I see it as being good. I see it's been good. Right. Yep, definitely. A new romantic cycle coming. Where do you know what I'm getting? Like people fall in love with New Zealand again, whereas it was getting like, you hated living there, you hated the place, you couldn't, thinking I need to get out of here. But it's going to be kind of this is my home. This is my home. So I can't. What was the question? Just to affirm that again. Like significant potential change, right? So from the I feel as if you should start hearing things from now on. From now, you know, um, I still see I still think she's going. I thought she would be away by now, but she's hanging on with the skin of her teeth. Right, so that was the second question, I think. So what's the third one? What was the third one I had? Let me just see what you're saying. No echo now. Good, perfect. Yeah, I heard that. Warships in London, water 6 in total yesterday. I'm hearing that. I'm getting sent that as well. I'm going to read in that too. Great questions and answers. Thanks, Pamela. Hi. So anyway, so the third one, I had to stream, so no, the third one is question 3. News coming out about transmission of the juice. The juice is, the prick. See, that was I did kind of actually tie it in with that. Is this the beginning of the end? Okay, so is this the beginning of the end? Because there's news coming out of the juice. We call juice. So it's at the beginning of the end for. I'll just go back to here. It's at the beginning of the end. Excuse me, the thing's decided it's running away. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, my God. You hear all these bones cracking, and I'm, oh, in the name of goodness. Oh. Age doesn't come alone. It brings all its pals. Yes, it does. It brings all its friends, age. And they're no good friends. They're all full of disease and sore knees. Anyway, I'll go back. Right, these two actually fell out. So it's at the beginning of the end now that it's coming out with the juice. Things are coming out about the juice. Right, 7. Right, okay. Yes. I get him as being very much in control, but it was upside down, so they've lost control. The crazies have lost control of the information war. That's what they've lost control of. Yep. They've stopped fighting because they've lost control. They're not winning this fight anymore. They're not winning it. Do you know this was all about bribes? Bribes. I feel as if now that we're hearing about the juice and things that was going on with that, and then we're going to hear about how much it cost us, and then we're going to hear about all the bribes because they were bribing. That's what we're going to hear. The burden's on them now. The burden's on them. It's taken a while. It's taken longer than anybody thought it would. Everything's moving at a steady pace. They don't want to panic people. That's what Thomas says. I think he said that on Friday as well. The last thing they need is people who have taken this panicking, because that'll cause chaos. I feel as if, as you can see, that's a blindfold on. People aren't getting, they're not blindsided anymore. They're still, Thomas is saying, no, there is, okay, so there is still people that are being blindsided. But most people are waking up to the crazies, Okay, so, let's see. Okay, so right, definitely. There's even been a shift in that. I feel as if that's come out again because there is the shift that's happening. I feel as if this is the West though. I feel as if America, I feel as if it will be the democratic states in America, Canada, New Zealand, over here in, the UK, Australia, other places as well. Do you know, it's a case of those who took this are going to need their space as well, as in, I think this is more for me, as in, Thomas is saying, they're needing their space, they need to come to terms with what has, what's been done to them. So, button it, not, no, I told you so. This is definitely for me, because I would be dying to say that. Give them time and space to heal, time and space to heal. Do you know what I'm hearing? Love is at the centre of everything. Remember that. Love. Yep, definitely. These people are feeling the heat. They're feeling the heat. The world's going to unite. The world against them. Yep, they're all getting it in context now. It's coming in context. Not how it was always taken out of context. Well, it's coming into context where it'll be the beginning, the middle, and the end, and it'll be the full picture. Thomas is saying they'll get the full picture. This is people who were taken in for a variety of reasons. You see, some was fear, and they can understand that. Some was selfish, and they can understand that as well, But the ones that withstood everything were the ones that were here for that specific purpose, to withstand everything, which wasn't easy, as we know. It wasn't easy.
the old ways will be left, right? That's he's not talking about, bringing in the NWO. He's the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. It'll be equal. Um, they still try to. It's like the last hurrah, the last hurrah. That's what I'm hearing. I just need to remind myself of this at the beginning of the end. Yeah. See, they're having the last hurrah. That's what it is. Wow, sailing out of the wilderness. If you can see this, sailing out of the wilderness. Wow. Oh, not only are the crazies getting a mirror held up to what they did, but some other people who ran with it and who, were kind of being unkind to people, they're getting a mirror held up to them as well. As in, look what you did. Look what you did. Yep, new beginning coming. It is the beginning of the end. It is. Better days ahead. Better days ahead. They won't see the way this is. They won't get away with what they did. Because that's my biggest worry as well. And I keep telling Thomas that's my biggest worry. There's days where I think, no, they won't get away with it. And then, like you, there's days where I'm away to Thomas saying, they look as if they're getting away with it. But they're not. Oh, I forgot the clarifier. So the clarifier for question 3, I think it is. The wee clarifier for question 3. Yes, expect powerful change. It is the beginning and the end. So expect powerful change, okay? Please. Right, so question 4, I think we're on. We'll see what you're saying. Yep. What you're saying? I'm here in market crash 24th of this month. Do you think it's possible? I can add that to questions for Friday. Because I'm hearing something similar. But it's not happened yet. I mean, I was hearing about it last year, and it's not happened yet. Same as the nuclear war. That everybody's worried about. It's not happened yet. Anyway, so the fourth one is the fifth, third, fourth. Question 4. Yes, are the elites moving underground? So let's have a wee look at that. Are they moving underground? That wouldn't surprise me. There we go. Well, it came out, but it slipped round that way because that's them fighting and defending, but they're kind of half defending themselves. Do you know, they are going to come to answer for their crimes. That's what I'm getting. They're going to answer for their crimes. There was a sense of urgency, but there's no urgency with them now at all. I don't even think they got on. Well, there's still some of them hanging about, but I feel as if the big ones, still some of them try to call the shots, but it's not happening. It's not working now. I feel as if the white hats have taken power. They've not everything, but a good few things. I mean, just look at what's going on in the UK. I mean, Violet Weir on air, she might be away. I mean, she might be away. It's like a revolving door with number 10 now. Definitely, because the truth's coming out. Okay, so I don't see them going underground. I feel as if they tried, but they knew where all their bases were. So when they tried to get there, they got them. They're stashed on money. So now the good guys are after their money. Now, the good guys are, and they've got this. They've got this. I know it doesn't seem that they do, but they were outsmarted. They were outsmarted. Wait, can you say it again, Thomas? Right, okay. Right, definitely. There's going to be a transformation of power. And it's going to be, the power's going to go from the elite to the people. To the people. But do you know what I'm hearing as well? There's still too many greedy people. So, who are the me's, the ones that run away so selfishly, that's the ones that they're trying to kind of, be cruel to be kind. Be cruel to be kind. They had to revise their plan a couple of times. They had to revise it. Do you know what I'm getting? Like stretch it out. Revise. They weren't as they're not as close as they thought they would be in some parts. When all this started in 2022, it was like, well, they were always, trying to wake up humanity, but in 2022 and 2020 and 2021, they thought, as soon as they were mandating this, they thought people would wake up. But they just didn't know how compliant people were. And they still are. Thomas is saying they still are compliant. So they've had to stretch plans, they've had to change plans, they've had to, they've had to repeat plans a couple of times. That's what I'm hearing. They've had to repeat plans a couple of times. Definitely, there's the formation. I feel this is the formation of those in spirit. Those that see, I wish I'd brought that wee drink of water in with me. Those in spirit, those, it's like he's talking about formation. I'm trying to get him to elaborate. The formation of light workers, empaths, people, they didn't, they did know what they were up against, but they didn't know just um, how deep how deep the psychological abuse and the um, how deep people were in the system. This is how I'm analysing. This is how I'm analysing it. Thomas is saying something different, but this is how it's coming across to me. They didn't know how deep in the system people were, and how much it would take to wake them up. Definitely, it's all took time. They didn't want to rush it because then they would be back to square one with some people. That's what I'm hearing. You know, definitely, it's taken more time than they thought to expose these people because people just believe. They just believe what they're told. Brainwashed. That's the word I'm looking for. They're so brainwashed. Thomas is saying something nicer, but I'm saying they're brainwashed. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, see when things come out, I do. Yes, I do see that. It's taking them time to unravel everything that they've done. I don't know if you can see this because see she's got a just about there, and she's unraveling it. So that's it's taking so much to unravel everything. The belief systems. The belief systems. People don't like change. They would rather live with giving all their wealth away than have it, because people think, oh, well, we can't do anything about it. Well, you can't do anything about it because you're not doing anything about it. Remember, this was all for the children as well. It was all for the children. You know how like if they're going underground, they're going to a cold climate. A cold climate. There's still clouds, dark clouds, for them, not us, for them. It is the beginning of the end. It is. So we clarifier for this one. Yep. It's time to release negativity. Definitely. This is for the world as well. I feel as if November, everything that not everything I've said, but November was it 2020? I said November would be the start of things coming to light. And then I think it was one of the June to December, it was a case of they were trying to take something out in November, and it was like a precision weapon thing. This was the Galactics to take something out that these evil entities were using, and it took them a while, but they got it. And then as soon as they got that, I noticed myself that everything changed. Well, it never changed overnight, but things started to change. And I remember saying to Thomas, whatever that was, and he said to her, that needed to be taken out.
It's on my page. It's on my channel somewhere. It's from June to December. I think it's 2020. It might be 2020. Well, it can be 2022 because we're not at December yet. It might be 2020, 2021. But it's on the page somewhere. And it's November you're looking for because that's what I had said. They were looking the galactics, and it was like a missile thing. It was like a laser kind of thing, and it was like something right down into the ground, and they had to take that out, and it took them ages because they couldn't miss. And as soon as I get word that yes, that's that done, things started to change. Not overnight, obviously, but I noticed a change even here. So that was that one. I don't see them that went to to ground to underground, but some of them are that they're kind of running around like headless chickens. So they are the now. So I'll be to see what's be now. Next one. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to ask as well. Are the frequent earthquakes linked to fracking? Are the frequent earthquakes linked to fracking? So are they linked to fracking? That's what I want to know. Oh, wow, they two will come out. Right, was there a big earthquake happened in Australia? I know there was one in New Zealand, but was there one in Australia? Because that comes out right away. I feel as if there's going to be a court. Somebody's going to take them to court over it, because it's their livelihood. It's near people. It's near densely populated areas, and I feel as if if it's not a class action coming, it's a thing of some sort. Yes, very much so. And these people knew that, but they don't care as long as they're making their money. Yep. This was tested and they knew. I mean, but they always know. They always know. Right, there's definitely secrets. There's a secret about. I mean, we all know what fracking is, but it's even worse. It's even worse because it's polluting water and everything. I feel as if those who sign in the licenses they'll run away. They're going to run away from it. They're going to be, oh well, we didn't know. Everything else I don't know. Right. I feel as if there's some fracking sites going to be stopped because I feel as if it's a win for the people. It's a win for the people. I feel as if this might be England. It might be England, okay? Definitely something about Australia too. So was there a big earthquake in Australia? Because I feel as if there was one, and I feel as if it was linked to fracking. Another thing I see is a big lake in Australia. Now, to let you understand, I remember watching something years ago, right? Because I always say what I know, right? Like so what I know, what I've seen, right? And I seen this. I think it was definitely it was Australia, and it was out in the middle of this big lake, and he was out in the boat, and he lit a match, and he let it slit. He let it fall, and the whole lake, no, not the whole lake, but a good part of the lake went up in flames. And he was doing that demonstration because of fracking. And it always stuck in my mind, and it always stuck, especially when they were trying to frack Scotland, which Nicola Sturgeon, I mean, when she was good,
she put a moratorium on it, because if she banned it outright, then they had a claim. They could take her to court. So she put a moratorium on it where they can't. So that's what I was wanting to know. Did Australia ban it? Did Australia ban fracking? Because I feel as if it started and then it stopped. All right, okay. Right, definitely. Context and connection, definitely a connection to it. There's a connection to it. I mean, we kind of knew that. We kind of knew that, but this is people starting to put two and two together. Yep, they're just waiting in clarity. It's something to do with the gas coming up right up the pipe, and then it explodes. Yep, definitely. It's causing friction and it's fracturing things. I feel as if, yep, people are still going to be, they're still going to, they're ready, but I still feel as if there's a class action coming where they're going to be taken to court, you know, going to be taken to court. What was the last one? Yes, judging well, discernment, judge. People have judged us and they know it's, you know, it's the worst thing they can do for the environment, for, you know, the environment, for you know, the animals, fish, birds, everything. Oh wow, do you know what I got there? This was conjured up. It was conjured up. Yep. It's gonna, it's got a potential to go up in flames. It's got a potential to um, poison the water, but poison the drinking water. This is what I'm hearing. It's the most dangerous thing. The most dangerous thing. Not only is it linked to earthquakes, it's linked to other things as well. It's linked to other things too. Because they've not got a practical plan. They just want to make money. They just want to make money. That's all they do. Want to make money. So that was the last one. So what I was saying before I go. Where are we now? I heard rumours of Princess Diana having a daughter. Is that she lives in the United States? I think maybe when I did Princess Diana, I'm sure that came out on the reading. It'll be there somewhere. I'll be there somewhere. I'm sure that it came out. Hi Lisa. Hi Lisa. Yeah, I had 24 crash. people are still so, yes. I mean, oh, it's the same here. It's the same here. They're away their holidays and they're doing what they usually do, so they think everything's fine. You know, rights and freedoms have been taken away, but everything's fine. I mean, the Prime Minister here tried to take the wealth from the poor, take the wealth from the public and put it into the hands of the elite. And she's been stopped. So I don't know, we might not have her. She might be away. She might be away, but no. While I've been on air, she might be away. Wellington especially, yep. Yeah, I think they'll turn on the climate control to freeze us. Do you know, I always said that once they get rid of the scary bloody flu, it would be the, you know, one C for another, you know. They would turn on the frighteners on the climate change. Bringing in electric cars so you can't afford a car. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, you can't have cars. Shut up. Just go away. Please go away. Are you not been rounded up yet? Seriously? Is the truth about the injuries out this week? A well-known doctor. Is that over there where you are? Because, I mean, it's coming out thick and fast. It's coming out thick and fast. Hell yeah, sleepers in Wellington, mind control is so strong. Do you know, I often wondered, because roundabout, I mean, where we are in Edinburgh, right, where the Holyrood is, there's nothing round about it, right? There's no, as far as I know, there's no, there isn't. I've been there. There's no homes or anything round about it, right? Every time I go there, I get an eerie feeling. And it's the same with the House of Commons. There's not really any houses round about it, but you think it's a capital city. And I often wonder, is there something round about the parliaments that just make people absolutely go do lally and keep, you know, I mean, the fear is how they controlled people was through fear. I said it was a pandemic of fear. That's what it was. Fear. And the media were the biggest culprits. Is that what you're saying? They are pumping low range frequencies on us. They took it out a few months ago. Yes, Pamela. Watch a small video clip of a man with a lint roller asking people going into a doorway to stretch their arms out, right, for him to use the lint roller on them. Oh my god. And they were allowing him. Oh my god. Jeez, I just, that's what we're up against. That's the calibre of intelligence. That's the calibre of intelligence. The current religions of the world the current religions of the world be completely done away with in the new world. Well, that's a possibility. It's a possibility because, I mean, just look at everybody that's divided through religion. You know? Yes, that's what I thought. Must be methane. It must be. That's the this. That's so second up the wall. Nearly told me. That's the impression I got, Lisa, when he dropped a match and the whole thing went up flames, and it was water. I heard that there were bank outages in Australia. I've not heard that. But do you know what they're trying to do now in the UK? Tell us that they're going to now. You know, there may be blackouts from 4 to 7. Oh,
Right around tea time? Right around tea time, are you kidding me? So that's like maybe me, I'm sweeting away the day going, well, if that's the case, if you're not getting, you know, energy between 4 and 7, I would want a rebate. Because if I'm not getting, if I'm paying for something that's supposed to be provided to me, to the house, then, and it's not being provided to the house because you're kidding on energy crisis, no. So we'll be expecting a wee rebate. Maybe till we find that anyway. No. We all arrived back in Perth on 16th of the 10th after Son's wedding. Could feel the heaviness, yep, yep. I look up Mindspace, that was the group set up to steer the people, right? I just went rolling together with my cats. It's everywhere, yes. Talking about cats, she's sleeping. She's sleeping. I maybe have to do it now today, you know, at this time because she's sleeping. Yes, there were bank outages in Australia. Tea time to cause, yes, but do you know what it'll be as well? Because we're coming into the dark nights as well, and if they're going to have outages, just as people peak traffic time, there's going to be loads of accidents. And what if they've not got anybody for the NHS? They've not got anybody. It'll be chaos. As much chaos as they can muster. Anyway, so that was quick fire questions. I wasn't expecting anybody to come in, as per usual. I'll be back on Friday live with the Let's Chat, whatever the hell I'm calling. I can't remember. Hello, soul family. I'm doing that many lives. I can't remember what ones are which. So I'll be back on Friday live at 11 p.m. So that's a bit more of a godly hour for you in New Zealand. And I'm going to be doing an update in UK for us because I've never seen it like this in my life. I mean, for her to walk into, I feel as if there's been a coup, a coup. I feel as if she's already been replaced, and I feel as if she's been replaced by Penny Mordaunt and Chancellor Jeremy Cunt. I mean, so Jeremy Hunt. That was what kind of came to me when I was watching it yesterday. I says they two, you know, the very two that were running in the running to become Prime Minister, and the very two that seem to be the front runners now. Like, so she's saying, oh, and the media was trying to say, oh no, you know, she sent a lot. No, I think Penny Morton, or whatever the hell her name is, I think I think they've removed her. There's been a coup, they've removed her. We've got Jeremy Hunt, who absolutely destroyed the NHS so much that junior doctors were coming out on strike. Destroyed, and then Penny. I'm absolutely convinced of it. That's why I want to do a reading on it, because that's what it looked like watching it to me. And she comes in. The so-called Prime Minister comes in very meek and mild, hears his statement, and then walks out again. I says, this isn't a woman who's wanting to do this. This is a woman who's been forced to do this. I feel as if Tweedledee and Tweedledum have staged a coup in the UK. I'm absolutely convinced that that's why I want to do a reading, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully soon and get it up. Okay. Anyway, thanks for coming in. I didn't expect you to come in. Yes, she's the blonde. Very much so. She was in the running to be Prime Minister, and so was Jeremy. And I think they got picked at the post. I think she was third. Jeremy went out at four. Jeremy was fourth. He went out. Oh no, he went out at first. At the very first, he was given the big heave ho. But I think it was Liz and Rishi, and then Penny. And I'm absolutely convinced that Tweedledee, Tweedledum have staged a coup, and they've taken that. I mean, she wasn't great. She wasn't great, and I feel as if that's what's happened because they want to bring in the draconian, stuff. So, and I want to know if it's a white hat or a black hat. That's what I want to know. I'm feeling it's a white hat to waken up the sleepers who are going to lose their houses. Which I've always said, once the middle class and everybody start to worry about losing their houses, then possibly they'll start wakening up. Could be awake but not conscious. I absolutely heal this life. Yes, exactly. No, it's okay. Yes, heard a reading about her appearance. Yes, in 2020. Yep. Yeah, Lisa. I feel it's the white hat as well. Yeah, definitely. Be safe. Thanks very much. Right, so we're back on Friday. I've got another couple of wee updates. I'll probably try and get to tomorrow. It's now 4:15, and then I'll get an update. So thanks to everybody for coming in. Didn't expect us to come in. I really didn't. And I hope that's answered some questions for the quickfire questions. Can't even be for in episode 9. I'm going to try and get to the latest conspiracy one this week as well. Okay, so I better go. Those of you who should be in your bed, good night. Good night. And the rest of you, have a nice evening, okay, or morning, or whatever it is, okay? Bye for now.